Yeah, we have a lot of clients that are working with historic homes. And in fact, I actually live in a historic home built in 1867. So I'm very familiar with the challenges of window coverings in historic homes. Many of your historic homes have beautiful, elaborate, original trim. And one of the last things we want to do is poke additional holes in your extra trim, crack your woodwork, and do things like that. So we always pre-drill our holes to make sure that we don't crack your trim and make sure that your window coverings are installed securely into that trim. Another of the challenges we have with older historic homes is plaster walls. Plaster walls are very difficult to outside mount shades or draperies into, so we have to be extremely careful when going through the lath and plaster and whether we find a stud or not behind that. So of course we pre-drill those. We use a special wall anchor for plaster walls, and we make sure that we find any type of wood stud that can support the amount of weight of any type of curtain or drapery that we're going to install into those. One of the other challenges that we look at with historic homes is the style of the shades we choose. Very infrequently does a customer want to look at a modern style shade or something that looks sleek or angular when you're trying to cover that traditional look of historic home. Oftentimes we do roller shades with an open style roller and not a sleek headrail at the top. It's very kind of specific to the period. It allows you a nice fabric soft shade that we can incorporate into the windows, and something that isn't overbearing and modern looking like you would find in some of your modern homes. Another popular window covering for historic homes is Roman shades. We can choose beautiful fabric Roman shades in a hobbled style or a flat style, and we can typically mount those inside the window without affecting your overall trim work or mounting outside in that plaster. Another of the window coverings that are very popular for historic homes are wood shutters. A lot of people love beautiful stained wood shutters with the stained woodwork that you find in most historic homes. They allow you the most flexibility, and they also look very built into the home, not as though they were added after the fact. So people really do like that look, and it does maximize your light control and privacy. We work with some windows that you want to keep original and you don't want to poke any holes in, you don't want to alter the trim in any way. And Hunter Douglas actually has a really neat product called the Hunter Douglas Duet with Track Glide. It uses 3M high bond tape on the backside of rails to mount the shades to wood or your window with an adhesive rather than screwing it into the window. So if you're adamant that you don't want somebody screwing anything into your trim, we actually do have an option to come and put that adhesive style window covering up that is a very high bond adhesive that won't peel off the window or fall off. We've done many of them over the last few years since it's been out, but that's a really nice way to preserve your trim, to not crack it or put holes in it or alter it in any way, and still offer you a window covering that gives you privacy, light control, and temperature control in one of those homes.